cute. The cute. The cute.
Oh, you're cute too. You're cute too. But you're dumb.
Mm.
Okay, well, welcome to the Too Dumb and Too Cute podcast. I said that backwards. I didn't though. I didn't though. I didn't though. I am your host, Carly,
And I'm your host, JC. Period.
and today we are going to be talking about multiple different things. We never really have a topic. Let's talk about the first time, my first attempt at like real wings.
Those are really good though.
Thank you.
Okay, do you have your pen? Mm. Dude, okay, how have you been? How are you? How are you?
I mean, I had work today and I work in a high volume retail and it's hell, but I'm good regardless. I don't take my work home with me. I try not to do that. It's safer like that. But how
Period.
about you?
I'm good. Same here. New promotion at work. Fun, exciting. A lot of
What are
drama
you now?
though. Huh?
What are you now?
Unfortunately depressed. Anyway,
So,
also
so excited.
so exciting. Okay, I've been thinking about this question for a while, and I even had it written down because I had to ask you. If you had to eat one
I
food daily, listen, if you had to eat one food daily for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, easy. Mini corn dogs, air fryer. 375 temperature, 11 minutes. I have that answered easily.
What the
With
fuck?
Heinz ketchup. Don't ask me what the fuck.
Why Heinz?
Believe it. Huh?
I don't believe it.
You
I
haven't
would
witnessed.
probably, shush. I would
Zip it!
probably,
Nope!
I would probably eat for, if I had to find food that I would eat for the rest of my life. I think I just don't like food that much.
Are you kidding me, bitch?
It sure looks like I
McDonald's?
do. It sure looks like I do. Um,
Have you? Oh. Neil the Walrus.
um, I don't know. Cereal. If I had to eat a food daily for the rest of my life, it would be
Okay,
cereal.
are we talking like Raisin Bran or good
Hell
cereal?
no. We would be talking about, okay, how do you eat your Cheerios? Do you eat Cheerios?
With a little bit of honey and a little bit of milk.
I mean, fuck the honey.
And they have to be the
But
honey nut Cheerios, not the regular.
listen, I don't care what kind of Cheerios it is. I will dump a whole bag of sugar in that bitch.
Immediate suspicion.
That's the that's the only way that I can eat Cheerios at all. Like I will dump the whole bag, and what I do when I'm eating it, I take the spoon and it just scoop at the bottom, and at the tip of the spoon, there's a little bit of sugar, and then I stick
Oh,
some back.
oh, oh,
You've
you
never done that?
grody nut fucker. Oh
You've
my
never done
God.
that?
Never once. Okay, I wasn't allowed to put sugar in my cereal when I was younger. My
Mama
mom didn't
Poker.
allow it. She's a
Mama
nurse.
Poker, what are you doing?
Oh,
Mama
I
Poker.
really, we never wanted it. Now that I think about it, we
Okay,
never wanted it.
what is your opinion on the pop? No, the honeycombs.
Oh, we rarely had them because they were very unhealthy. But when I did have them, I was at my aunt's house. Oh, sorry, lighting malfunction. I was at my aunt's house and I would get just enough, basically. But I wasn't a big fan of milk in my cereal, so I'd put just a little bit of milk. And I would stir it up, make sure all of them got that little bit of milk taste on them so that the honey tasted good. And then I'd eat it like 2 or 3 at a time,
I
like comb wise.
life changed for me when I started eating cereal with lactose free milk. Lactose free. I don't remember the last time I had a like real milk bowl of cereal because I might be in the bathroom for months. I might be in there for months. Okay.
If you okay, let's say you die in the zoo and you have so many animals to pick from, but I'm gonna give you three.
What the fuck?
Give me a second. A second. One.
One.
But a tortoise. A tortoise. Give me a fucking second. A sea otter. You know the cutesy little sea otters. Or let's get a little wild with this one. One of them, rhinoceroses.
I would want to be out of those three. Those are the only three that I can pick. I'd be a rhino.
Yes, they're the only ones left alive. I'm sorry, but there was a massive animal extinction. Oh,
So those are
uh-oh,
the only.
2024, we're dying.
Those are the only three that live.
I'm so sorry, but yes, all the fish are dead.
So
Every
it's just
animal you've ever loved is gone.
so,
There's only sea otters, rhinos, and
lady.
whatever else I said.
So rhinos, sea otters, and a tortoise. You said tortoise.
A tortoise, yeah, that fucker could live through anything.
I would say a rhino though. I would say a rhino because
He can
I
be
feel like
horny all the time.
rhinos are horny.
Mm.
Oh,
I like how I'm laughing at my own joke like that.
what would you be? Okay, no, I'm gonna give you three animals, and you're gonna pick from my three. Would you be
Wait, am
a
I at the
horse?
zoo or am I in like this horror? Where am I?
No,
Give me a
same
setting.
same
I
situation.
can't.
Same situation.
Okay,
Same
thanks.
situation. The world has ended, and the only three animals that are left that you have to choose from to resurrect, and like you're resurrected as an animal, and it's the only three animals alive. A horse, I don't think about a horse. A duck, or
Oh,
or
really resonate
a
on this one. Yeah,
clownfish.
a conch fish.
A clownfish.
Oh, clownfish immediately. Clownfish immediately. I get to live in a poisonous anemone for one. Nobody, or well, not nobody. There's some stupid little fuckers that like to dive, but I get
Well,
to
no,
live in a
because
poisonous anemone.
the world has ended. So you're gonna be in this massive ocean by yourself. But if you were a horse or a duck, you could be a duck and have a horse friend. Or if you're a horse, you won't be alone.
Why can't I be a clownfish that like oh is eternal breathing oxygen? No, that doesn't work because that's not real. But no, now that you make that fucking point, I want to be a duck.
Yeah,
I
because then
want
I
to
can be a
splat.
horse.
I want to clop clop on the ground. Well, no,
Because
you
then
clop clop. I'd splat splat
because then at
when
that
we
point
walk.
because if you're a clownfish, then the only friends that you have look exactly like you.
Are you saying clownfish are racist? They have plenty. Have you seen Finding Dory and Finding Nemo? Had you watched anything? You
That
saying
movie
clownfish
had
only
daddy
like
issues.
clownfish?
Listen, that movie had daddy issues written all over it. You can't tell me otherwise.
Okay,
No, mommy issues. My bad.
I was about to say daddy issues. Daddy was there the whole time. Mommy died. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my god. This is exactly why this podcast is not rated for your children. Carly is not rated for your children. Sorry. I mean, obviously you're not.
Uh-oh.
Uh-uh. I went to school together, right? But
Well,
we
from what
only
year
were
to what year? You got to let them know.
we went to school with each other from eighth grade. I met her in private school. I was a terrible, terrible child and had to be sent off. And then we were friends up until like, or we've been friends since, but we went to school together until like halfway sophomore year. It was like mid sophomore year because I don't think you came back second semester.
No, no, no. No, no. False information. I was there for the beginning of junior year and then I left beginning, not beginning. I left the first semester, middle of the first semester of junior year.
That's right. Because I know you didn't make it. I know you didn't go to homecoming
No.
for junior year.
Or a prom
Um,
or anything like that with y'all.
so you knew me then. You didn't know me prior. So I want you to answer this question first because I have never heard of any that was spread about you. What is like the craziest rumor? I got tons of them, but I've never heard yours. What is the craziest rumor you've ever had, like spread about you?
It wasn't necessarily when we were in school together. It was when I was in elementary school.
Oh no.
Okay, so I was boy crazy. Or as my mom said, I was boy crazy. I just wanted attention. Either way, we're not gonna get into that. I was boy crazy, and I it was like second grade, and my mom knew I was like into dating boys and all that. And then I I was in the bathroom one day at school. It was like I'd say it was after lunch, right before we were about to go home. And I was in the bathroom with my friend. I'm gonna just call her Emile. That's not her actual name. We're just gonna call her Emile. But we were in the bathroom together and I get up off the toilet and we were young enough we didn't care about sharing stalls. I get up off the toilet and she sees something red drop from me. It was we'll get to that. And she goes, "Oh my god, we have to tell the teacher. You started your period." And I was like, "What the fuck's a period?" What the fuck's a period? And then she goes, "You gotta put toilet paper in your underwear. Put toilet paper." So I put a bunch of toilet paper. Like I'm talking, it looked like I was wearing a diaper when I pulled my pants back up. I know this isn't a rumor. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Give me
No,
patience.
I got you. I got you.
But
Gimme.
I pull my pants up, we're going towards the teacher, and I make it back to the classroom. I go in the door, and Emily goes in, or Emile goes in first.
That's okay. I'll bleep it. I'll bleep it.
Emile goes in first, and they look at Mrs. B, and they just kind of they go hi, and then walk to their seat. And we weren't sitting at the same collection of tables at the time, so they walk to their seat. And then I try and kind of quickly walk in, thinking Miss B wouldn't look at me. I
Mhm.
quickly walk in. She sees me as I'm sitting down. She sees the tuft of toilet paper sticking out of my shorts. And she goes, "What is that?" So I go up to her, we're whispering about it. I tell her, "I think I started my period." And she comes with me to the bathroom. She gets the teacher to watch the classroom. She comes with me to the bathroom. She looks at the floor and she finds out that it was like a fuzz that had gotten wet and it had dropped. Don't look at me. It had dropped and we were both too scared to like go in depth and like rub it with toilet paper or anything. So we just saw wet red and we were like, "Oh." So we went to the teacher. And then she comes in there, she immediately, she grabs toilet paper and I'm like, and she wipes it up and she shows it to me. It's just a little piece of thread on the toilet paper. And she goes, "Are you lying to me?" And I was like, "No, ma'am." I was like, I don't know what a period is. Emile told me this. Emile told me this. And then, I didn't get written up or anything. She called my mom, obviously, because I was having an issue. But the months after that, they're the boys that would talk in the classroom. "Oh, she started her period. She's on her period." So I'm like, "Emile, what'd you say?" And I don't know to this day. I didn't. I was young. I didn't care to follow up on the situation. I just wanted to forget about it. But I think about it a lot.
So
I
what was
didn't.
the rumor that you started your period?
Yes, at second grade.
Okay, to be fair, that's when I started my period.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Um,
I started
oh,
my period in second grade, and I also started it at school. No, yes, I started at school, but
oh wait, second grade, how old were you? 8?
when I was,
No, no, no,
yeah,
no. Second grade, you're like
so I was
7.
about 9. I was about 9,
Were you held back? I'm
8 or
sorry, that was
9.
me.
No, but I was in second. I was in either second or third grade. It was one of those two. I can't be for sure, but I started very early, and I remember I have a really funny period story too. So don't feel like you're alone. I'm sure all the ladies watching have their own funny period story that they got going for them. Mine was tragic, and luckily it didn't happen in front of everybody. Now, I did start my period at school. My mom had to come to the had to come to the school, and she brought me Tylenol because she knew I would cramp and I wouldn't like it. So she
Mm.
brought me Tylenol, and I was cramping, but I ended up bleeding through all my clothes, so I had to wear whatever was lost in the lost and found. And which, by the way, schools stop doing the lost and found thing. I don't like it.
It's
It's
gross.
it's gross because you don't know what kind of, not saying anybody got diseases, but you don't know what kind of diseases people have. Anyway, um, but I had to wear pants from the lost and found, and my mom gave me the Tylenol. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. She gave me a pad to put a pad on for the first time. The nurse had, and my mom showed me how to apply it to panties because I guess the nurse had like panties and a pad. I always had panties and pads like ready to show girls
Hmm.
how to do it. And so they showed me. I went to the bathroom because I wanted to, have privacy. So I went to the bathroom with the Tylenol and I flushed it down the toilet because if you don't know me, I am terrified of pills. I don't like taking pills. This is when it started. This is what started my my phobia of pills. And I take them now, but it makes me cringe.
Nauseous.
Like it gives me a terrible feeling. And so I went to the bathroom, threw it down the toilet. I don't even know if my mom knows this story, so love you, mom. And I came out and said that I took it, and I was miserable for the whole day. Well, come later that day, I go to bed, but I wake up, and for those who have heavy periods, you should know this, but you got to be careful when you go to sleep. You got to set an alarm in the middle of the night to make sure you get up and change or do whatever. Because I didn't, and I got up in the morning, and I was banging on my mom and my dad's door, and my mom came out and was like, "What's wrong?" I'm crying. I didn't understand why I was bleeding so much and why I bled through my clothes and why when I wiped, it was also on my butt. So I
Mm.
thought that I was bleeding. And I thought I was bleeding through my butt.
Oh, honey,
And so I'm crying
honey,
like,
an
Mom, my
ass
butt is,
rupturing period.
listen. Yeah, literally, I cried to my mom and was like, I'm she's laughing, but she's trying to console me and tell me that's not the kid, that's not what's happening. But I'm crying and she's laughing. It was really tragic. So don't feel like you're the only person that
Oh,
has a
it
really
was
like
tragic.
it was tragic. It was traumatizing. It was traumatizing. My craziest rumor. My craziest rumor was in elementary school. And it was kind of three all at the same time. So I got in a lot of trouble.
Sorry,
What's happening?
my mirror does that.
Oh,
I can't
oh,
help it.
oh my God. Meow. Anyway, my crazy it would happen during middle school, my craziest rumor, and it was like three at the same time, but I got in a lot of trouble because I got caught sneaking out, and I'm not gonna go into the logistics of it, but I ended up getting pulled out of school, and this was like right before summer. So I had like a really long break without a phone, without connections with people that I knew other than family. And so I kind of just fell off the face of the earth. And everybody thought I died. There was a rumor that I died.
Oh my God.
There was like several rumors all at one time. It wasn't even just three that I
Why am I
died,
sitting here acting like I don't know this?
that I offed myself, that I was pregnant, um that I got kidnapped, that I was missing, that I ran away. Oh my God, it didn't stop. And then after those 3 months, and then I started going to private school, the moment I got a phone back, I remember the amount of people that were like, "You're alive?" And then while like after private school, when I don't know if you remember, but I auditioned for a dance team for high school, and I was
I do, I do.
I would always practice uh at PE. And so I went one time, and I'm not gonna say this person's name. I'm gonna call them Gia. Gia, I hadn't seen Gia in like since middle school. And when I walked in and we were about to start, stretching, I walked up to her because I was like, oh, somebody I know. Walked up. I'm like, oh, how are you? And she's like, I'm good. Did you have a baby?
What?
What? What?
Huh?
What? Huh? And man, I was so offended. I really was. I feel like I was super offended and my feelings were really, really hurt because I was like, what did I miss? I guess I didn't know all of the rumors that were actually spread. And I found out that day. She told me everything, like Gia told me everything that happened. And I'll tell, because I don't think I've told you that story, but I'll tell you who it was. You'll know who she is after the podcast. But
I have not a slight idea, a pretty strong idea actually.
but it was it was embarrassing. And I didn't make the dance team, and I'm almost positive it was because of favoritism. And not just favoritism, but I think things were told to the coach that weren't true, and I wasn't able to defend myself. So,
I guess this really is a topic we haven't really covered as friends. And I've been thinking about it, leading up to the podcast because we were supposed to think about stuff like that. Phobias. I don't know any of your phobias. And I don't think you know any of mine.
I don't think I know any of yours. I know I just talked about the pill phobia, but
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, so that's one of yours.
pill, I don't like medicine. The medicine in general, I just have a fear of medicine.
Okay, well, what other phobias do you
Um,
have? Like, are you scared of the ocean, the jungle? Are you scared to go by yourself places? Like, what is
yeah,
it?
I guess I don't like big bodies of water. I don't mind swimming in them. Like oceans, no, I won't even go knee deep. I'll probably go like half calf. Half calf.
Half calf.
Like a lake though, I don't mind swimming in it, but I do get the heebie-jeebies. Like even thinking about it right now, it's making me sick to my stomach that like if I'm in the lake right now, I'm probably gonna feel things on my leg. Like I feel things touching my
Do
leg. So I
you
guess
have any
like yeah, that's
stories that back that? Because I do.
I don't, but there was one time back when I was really little, my mom took me fishing in Arkansas and I wasn't in the water, but I was really little. There's a picture of that day, but there's not a picture of the alligator. There's an alligator, and I kept trying to tell them it was light, light. I kept trying, I kept trying to tell them that it was just like a tree. And they were like, JC, that's an alligator. And I was like, no, it's not. It's just a tree. And I'm a child. Like I mean like little. I'll have to find the picture later. You know what? I'm gonna insert the picture somewhere on the screen of the day of that, just to express how little I was. And no, it was an alligator, and it was coming right towards the pier, like slowly coming towards. And I think that day was when I was like, I don't think not just that, but I used to like hyperfixate over sharks, like shark movies, sharks in
Well,
general.
no, I feel like everyone does that because what the hell? Sharks are they
Fascinating,
don't not
but
exist.
I feel like that started my phobias. I was so interested in them, and then I just watched too many movies and too many videos and too many weird stuff that
It
now
doesn't help
it
that you
scares
also
me.
live near a certain coast.
Ocean, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. What? Okay, your phobias. I said two. So we got peel, long wanted. Obviously, everybody knows that I'm terrified of bugs. I won't even touch one. My sister, my mom used to like put leaves in their hands and throw them at me because they knew I would freak out and think it was a bug. So they would look, JC, have a bug, and then throw the leaf at me, and I would think it was a bug, and I'd start crying, screaming, crying, and I'm sure they're watching this, like, oh my god, I can't believe she said that. But so bugs, big bodies, water, medicine. What are yours? Give me your top three phobias.
I don't know if it's a phobia necessarily, but being late to anything, I feel like I'm actually gonna die. I can't do it. I
Yeah.
feel like I don't know what to expect. I had a certain set of plans planned, and this is all of a sudden gone off the rails. What do I do? I
Yeah.
hate that. I absolutely hate it actually. Another thing, I don't like I don't know if it's a phobia again. It's more well no, let's tap into phobias since that's the topic. Let me channel in.
No, but that was a
Um
good one. It's a big fear. Fear phobias. Same thing. Same difference.
I I understand your whole like not wanting to go calf deep, but I'll go up to like here, you know. I'll go up to like my chest. I will not go deep sea fishing. I am terrified of being like what
Stranded.
Noah and the whale swallowed in the freaking boat. I don't want that. Same thing with cruise ships. I haven't been on a cruise, not because of that, just because I'm broke, but that furthers it. It gives me reasons not to save up for it. I don't want that. Another thing. Being like, I don't know, waking up one day and then realizing that it was all a dream. I know I've been through a lot, but
Yeah.
waking up one day and then realizing that it wasn't real,
Yeah, that's deep.
it's scary. But in an odd way, I wish I'd wake up. But I want you there
Yeah.
with me. I want you there with me. That's the
I
only
was
thing
not
I
the
don't want to
dream.
change.
I that scares me a little bit too. So what man, you went quick. I really had a hard time thinking about things I'm scared of. I'm scared of a lot. I'm a big pansy.
I'm anxiety ridden.
Yeah, I'm just a big pansy. Big
You're a big
pansy.
penis.
For the people listening, if you have a phobia, maybe phobias I don't know about that maybe I have, but
Oh,
I just don't
dude,
know
let us
what they
know.
are,
There's
let
so
us
many things
know.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Like sometimes I like on TikTok I'll be scrolling and I'll see like, oh, if you these pictures creep you out, then you have this phobia. And it's like I didn't even know fears of those things existed. Like what? People are
Like
actually scared of those
some
things?
people are scared of sand.
Okay,
Sand.
that's understandable though, because like a mat like
Oh,
it's so lightweight. Like if you really it's not lightweight, but if you think about it, something could just like come out of the sand faster than something could come out of the ground.
well, after I said it, I was like, I don't like the feeling of dirt and sand on my feet at all.
I think that's more of like a
Are you talking like some
like
Juice?
yeah, like something coming up and grabbing you and pulling you down. It's a little bit more lightweight, so something could do it a lot easier. It's a lot easier to rather than like ground that has to break apart. You don't have to break apart sand. Not even just that,
You
but
just
sand
gotta
is
like
glass. Like you can
slither
turn
through
sand
it.
into glass.
Slither through it. Slither through it.
Sorry. Anyway, um, here's a good one, and I think you would have a lot to say about this one because we've both been through it. Long distance relationships.
Uh, do we have
It's not
to?
it's it's not fun. I
I mean,
don't and
it can it's riveting. It's fun, yeah. It's not enough
mm-mm,
if you don't have the right person. I'd
no.
say long distance works if you knew each other beforehand.
Yeah, but if it's like you met online and and that's it, and then I just don't from experience. This is not coming from somebody who is
Yeah, this
ignorant.
isn't factual.
This is coming from somebody who has experienced this and now I'm in a in-person relationship and I could never see myself going back.
Mm-mm.
Ever. I don't ever want to go backwards. But for those that are in long distance relationships, the only advice that I have for you is keep your patience, but don't forget that that, you know, unless you're making effort to make that meet and to like if I ask you, do you see yourself living there? Like, do you see yourself moving, leaving your entire family just to go like
Crumb.
live with them? Or do you expect them to, or are y'all gonna meet in a state halfway? Like, you really have to think of, oh my God, there's a bug on me. But like, but I'm so serious because like I just, my God,
Is it a gnat? I have a gnat
I
in the
don't
fucking room
know.
with me. I think we have a hidden camera in here. Paparazzi! Paparazzi, get your guns out. We have to kill them. Meow.
Anyway, um, like if you have to ask yourself, would I move in with this person? Like, would I move states across? And not even just that, but I feel like if you make that decision, you can't just make it based off of I love this person, or you can't just base it off of um I don't like living here, so I want to move states away and not have a plan.
I mean, yeah. It just it
It's one thing if you're moving like a few cities over,
but a whole like over 1,000 mile journey is ridiculous
unless
because
you've
you
been
have
in a
no
long distance,
stability where you're going other than
literally,
said person.
unless you're like long distance for short periods of time, like a month or two, and then you get to see each other. And then you're long distance again. Like, as long as you're getting to see each other periodically, and then you make that move of like, okay, I'm ready to not be like long distance only for a little bit, that makes more sense. But to be states away, be in a relationship, I really think that other than like pen pals and stuff like that, or you just find a random number on a phone book back in the day, people didn't have long distance relationships because you know what they didn't have? Social media, technology.
Would you say back in the day, like you're like 76?
Because I didn't use phone books. I mean, I had them in the house. We had phone books in the house when I was a kid. But by the time I was old enough to call somebody, we didn't have phone books. We had texting.
True.
So
We had
it's like,
iPods.
yeah, we had iPods, or I got a phone number from my parents. I didn't use a phone book, and then by the time I had my own phone, I just asked for people's numbers through Kick. If anybody remembers Kick, put a green heart in the
Don't
comments.
even. That's a whole nother episode. That is a whole nother episode. That is actually
Social
that's the next
media.
topic.
That is the
That's our
next
next
topic.
topic.
Social media, like next podcast topic. Social media
Like
that
the
ruined
social
our
media
lives.
trauma,
Yes.
bitch.
Um,
Ooh.
I just don't think you can. I think if you're gonna be in a lot. Oh, here's a good question. Do you think it's easier to cheat long distance or in person?
Oh, long distance. The fuck?
100%. You can keep things from your partner so much easier in long distance. I know from experience. And
I know from other people's experience, not my own. Oh.
anyway, um, like I just don't think it's worth it. And I think, like you said, it has to be the right person.
It and not even that. It just I guess that kind of makes sense, but you have to click with somebody, and even to cheat, if you're choosing somebody that's random, you
Yeah.
need therapy because that's just you have a sex addiction at that point. And I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just
No.
saying you need help, and that's okay.
Yeah. It's like I think a lot of people use that long distance relationship uh so that they're not completely alone. They have something somewhere else. It's like a cop out. Like, at least I know I have this. But a
I have
long
this
distance,
and such to run to, kind of
like
thing.
long distance is just an exit at that point. And not for all people. Like, if you were in a military relationship, there's some circumstances where you can't choose to be long distance, and that's just who you love.
Well, that's not necessarily long distance as much as it is, as you said, a military relationship.
Yeah,
If
well, when
you
I say
if
long
you
distance,
date somebody, sorry, go ahead.
like when I say long distance, I mean like you meet them online and you have never met them in your entire life, but you've maybe met them in person a few times.
I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean.
And then I just, and I get it because again, I've been there, but I just don't think it's strong enough.
It
You have to build a relate like you can't base you just have to get to know the person.
even then, you don't know anybody until you've known them for years. I'm in a relationship of 5 years and I'm still learning things.
Yeah. And you met Joseph went to school with us. So that's
Yeah,
another
I've
story.
known him
It
since
was it was
freshman year, my
never
little
it was,
baby.
you know, it was never long distance. So and then for me who has been in multiple long distance relationships, I've been in two military. One of them was a full on long distance relationship and I only got to see him maybe like twice a year. And
Yeah.
that was not fulfilling. It was just he was
You were you
he
seemed
was
tortured.
he may
Not
he may
badly,
see
but
this. He may see this later on or he may never because he probably hates my guts because
it's he does even if he does, it's not his business. We can say what we want.
mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm. Too dumb, too cute.
Too dumb, too cute. He it was just he was just there because I knew that he would make me feel better at the end of the day. He would call me pretty and he would call me smart and I thought that's what I wanted to hear. So it was like he was just there. I don't know if I can say now that I would have wanted to move states away from my family for that. I just don't think it was worth it. I wouldn't have been able to get to experience Colson growing up. I wouldn't have been able to have a relationship with my mom fully. I think it would have ruined a lot in my life, and that really sucks to say, but it's
I mean,
kind of
I want to
true.
say this.
Hold on, hold on,
Even when
pause.
hold on. Okay.
Oh,
Pausing.
never mind. Just kidding. I'll just cut that out. Oh shit, never mind. Just kidding.
Oh,
Pause.
oh, oh my god. It's
I
dark in
hit my
here.
toe.
Help me. Help
Oh,
me.
I hit my toe.
Sit.
Hold on.
Oh my god,
Wanna?
you're bald.
I'm bald.
Hmm. I don't know what to do.
What? What? No. Say something. Say something.
My wings weren't long enough.
There we go. We were talking
There
about
we
like
go.
we were talking about what you um long distance relationships is just something you use as an excuse.
Um, long distance is just yeah, like you said, it is not okay. Let me correct myself. Like we said before, being with somebody and then going long distance is fine. However, sometimes you can truly meet somebody that is good long distance.
Yeah, yeah. But you can't it's not a happy life to live long distance forever.
Oh
Like
no,
you
it's not meant to be forever. Long distance is a short period. It's period of
it,
time in my
it's a
eyes.
short-term relationship, it's not
Yeah,
long-term. And nobody
you
can
have
prove
to
me wrong.
transition into,
A
you
long-term.
know, yeah, into in person basically.
Any
Maybe, an
relationship
hour
that
to
you are
two.
not any relationship long distance other than some circumstances that has uh exclusions, but in most circumstances it is a short-term relationship until you finally are close. It is no longer long distance. Long distance does not equal long term. Long distance equals short term.
Ooh, period on that. Long distance does not
Period.
equal long term.
Dude,
What?
I'm going to a party
Huh?
this weekend.
Ass, you didn't invite me? Okay, elaborate. Tell me.
It's a birthday party, and I'm super, super excited. I heard the party planners decorated the shit out of it. I heard that it's decorated from head to toe. Uh, it's a Halloween party, so they fit the theme.
Who's the planners?
They are Pink Dot events. They do balloon decor, centerpieces, flowers.
The basic stuff?
No, they will literally do anything that you ask. A 3-foot ice cream cone for a gender reveal, a life-size tree made out of balloons. They will make your party planning out of the box, like completely outrageous. They do birthdays, weddings, baby showers. Definitely follow on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, at Pink Dolls Events.
Pink dolls. Sorry, can you spell it for me? I need to write it down.
Follow them on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook at PINKDOLLS event. Definitely go check them out. So this part of the podcast is my favorite. Excited! I'm so excited! I'm so excited! We asked you guys to send us 20, or we asked you some questions, and we said that we would pick 20 of them. Carly picked 10, and I picked 10 because we wanted to kind of separate it. I'm gonna ask a question. Then
Wait. I don't know if I have 10. Keep this in. Hold on. I'm going to count live. 3,
dun,
4,
dun,
5,
dun,
6,
dun,
7.
dun,
Shut the hell
dun,
up. I
dun,
can't do that
dun,
if you're doing
dun,
that.
dun, dun, dun,
I have to
dun, dun,
restart
dun,
now.
dun,
1,
dun,
2,
dun,
3,
dun, dun, dun,
4,
dun,
5,
dun,
6.
dun, 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 dun.
You're lucky that I can block you out after knowing you for so many years.
Do you have 10? You were supposed to pick 10.
Yes, I have 10.
Good. So what
Here,
we're
I'll
gonna do
even
is
prop them up. Look, never mind. I don't want to tell you that because you're going to make fun of me. I don't want to tell you what I have them written down on.
I know what you have them written down on.
No, no, you don't.
I
You don't
do.
know me.
I do. Because I asked you if you had a notebook, and guess what you said? No. She doesn't have, let me tell y'all, she does not have a notebook in that house. Not even just that. And I hope Joseph and I hope everybody's listening that's ever been in that house. Cole, I hope you're listening because if I find out that there was a notebook in that house somewhere, a piece of paper that she could have used, and a
I
pen,
have
when I
sketchbooks.
tell you, she had to like almost like she was searching, like she has nothing, no supplies in the house whatsoever. They have a bed, and that's it. She couldn't find a pen.
You're making me sound like I live in the middle of
Well,
nowhere.
a pen is essential. You should have a pen in your house, at least somewhere. Or
I
a
do.
marker.
Look, 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 look right here. Look, I have a pen. I was too lazy to get up and get paper.
So how about you tell the entire world what you wrote on?
I don't wanna.
Tell the whole world.
I don't wanna.
Hold on. Pause.
I'll show it from the side. Okay, I'll show it from the side. Are you ready?
Show the whole world.
I'll show it from the side. That's it. You get a
No, you're
split
going
second.
to show the whole world. Please tell me y'all saw what that was. It was a piece of cardboard. You seriously
You
could not find a
whore!
piece of
You aren't
paper.
supposed to say anything.
You're gonna sit here and tell me that you didn't have a single piece of paper. A napkin probably would have made more sense, and you chose a piece of cardboard.
All I have is Downey, or what the hell is his name? The lumberjack motherfucker with
Moving
the
on.
the paper towels.
Moving on. I'm gonna ask the first question.
Go ahead.
And
Leave me alone.
what a voice crack. Still hitting puberty now.
I'm not a man.
Anyway, the way this is gonna work is I'm gonna ask the question and we are both going to answer it. Right? Anyway, I'm gonna ask a question, Carly's gonna answer it first, then I'm gonna answer it, and then Carly's going to ask a question, and I'm gonna answer it, and then she's gonna answer it. We're just gonna go back and forth, and these are questions that y'all wanted to know. So I will start. Um, which one do I want to do first? Let me get my pen so I can cross it out. I have them written down. What is your guilty pleasure?
Liquor. Oh my God! Help me.
You know what? I
Yeah.
We all know this. We all know this is your guilty pleasure. I need
I'm
something
not
that's
guilty pleasure.
oddball. Yeah, so it's not a guilty pleasure. What's your guilty pleasure? Something that
Mm,
you feel like
okay, okay. I think everyone knows this because I'm a bigger girl. Middle of the night, I like a little snack. Like I'm talking a little bit more than a little. I like a snack.
snack.
A snack.
I can't eat
I
before
want
bed
something to
anymore
eat.
because I won't sleep good. I will literally be tossing and turning. It is a fact. It is a proven fact that if you eat before or during the night, you will not get a good night's sleep. You will be tossing and turning.
Well,
You
then
won't be
you're
able
not
to.
getting drunk enough.
My guilty pleasure would have to be my guilty pleasure is other people like
Other people? Oh,
other
you
people.
whore! You little slut!
My listen, my guilty pleasure is somebody like other people's drama, like things that are going on in their life, but like but like
Juicy.
no, but not like other people's like life, but like okay, I joined a server recently, right, a Discord server, and there's so much drama that I don't know about, but I hear about it in the VCs, and I'm like VCs in voice chat, whatever. But I'll listen to it, and I'm just like, man, it's just juicy. And like I don't want to be involved, but I'll give them advice on how I feel about it. Like, well, this is what I think. And the fact that these like my guilty pleasure is that they listen to me. I love when they listen to me. And I've only known them for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I've only known them for 5 minutes and they listen to me. It's your turn. Ask me a question. Ask us a question.
Okay, okay. Let me look at my piece of fucking cardboard.
Since you
How would
fucking
you
don't have anything.
describe okay, characteristics wise, how would you describe your enemy slash arch nemesis? What do you hate the most? Like, what would make your least favorite person in the world?
Double standards. I
Oh,
hate it. I don't like when people try to make me feel bad about I don't like being made feel guilty. Like the moment you start making me feel guilty for things that aren't that big of a deal or like I don't know, I guess just like making me feel guilty for doing things that they're not hurting anybody, they're not harming anyone, they're not harming myself. It's just something that's making me happy. So it's like making me feel guilty for doing that because it doesn't satisfy you. That is the biggest red flag out of anybody. And that makes me not like them. And so I guess it would turn them into my enemy. The moment you can't be happy for me.
understandable. And
The moment you can't be
I
happy for
see why
me.
you did the bunny quotes with your enemy thing. It's more like someone you don't want to necessarily keep yourself
Associate
around.
with. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
there's no need for that kind of negativity.
know. And to have double standards about those things really bother me. So that's just how I feel about it. But some people will probably say that, oh well, maybe they're just trying to look out for you, or maybe you did hurt their feeling. It's like maybe whatever I did hurt their feeling. But to make me feel like crap about it when they've done similar things and I didn't speak on it. I know I talked about this. We talked about this a while back when we were talking about the topics that we wanted to have for our first episode. And I just think that like if
Ugh.
you're happy for me, then you're just happy for me. So it's like if I'm doing something that hurt your feelings, sucks. Like it sucks that I hurt your it sucks that I hurt your feelings.
I knew it was about to go out. I'm sorry, it started flashing. That's why I was laughing.
Oh no, you're good. Um, it's okay. like it's not okay if I hurt your feelings. That's not what I'm trying to say. Every like your feelings are valid, but even if I hurt your feelings, sometimes it's just keep it stop, like hush,
Oh, like
like because sometimes being a good friend and not being an enemy is sometimes you just have to keep your opinions and your feelings to yourself because if it's making your so-called friend really really happy, then you just let it be. You let it happen.
yeah,
And
like be that shoulder to
yeah, be
cry
the
on kind
shoulder,
of
be
thing.
supportive. Don't make somebody feel guilty because they're doing this just because it's not involving you or it's not, and then don't turn it around and just don't make me feel guilty, especially not publicly. Like don't publicly make me feel
Exactly.
bad.
Like, don't post
Like
about me on social media. Come to me
no.
first, please.
And like for me, like I've had incidents. We were just talking about this the other day, the whole situation where a boy almost got between me and you, and I never once shared my opinions with you because at the time I didn't think you were any physical harm. I thought you were really really happy with this guy, so I didn't want to make you feel like you couldn't be with him because it was making me unhappy. That's not how friendship is. If he is
Mm,
making you happy, then I'm gonna keep my opinions to myself. I'm gonna let you know, like, all right, well, I hope just be happy, you're good. But I'm not going to make you feel guilty because you walked with him to class and not me.
exactly.
Like
It's not
that's
that
silly. It's
freaking
silly.
serious.
It's silly because I'm a good friend and I just want you to be happy. So I'm not going to voice that. Did it hurt my feelings? Absolutely. Like did it put a slight wedge between us? But it it wasn't that big of a deal for me to go to you and hurt your feelings because my feelings were hurt.
Exactly.
So that's how I feel it. That's how I feel about it. What about you? What about you?
About
The
what,
enemies,
my
like
enemy?
yeah,
I mean, in this is gonna suck. I feel like I'm just being depressing with the way I answer my questions, but in a way, I'm my own worst enemy. I don't like people that constantly have something to say. I don't like people that like I don't know, critique particular things. Like even things that I feel like I'm doing fine. It's just they will always have that little bit of re-emphasization kind of thing.
yeah.
And then it's just
It's like when people are like, you really shouldn't do that because this and this and this and this. It's like
and
it
then
it just depends on how you word it too. If you're like, hey, maybe you should try it like this. But honestly, if the way you're doing it's working for you, then keep doing it. But if you ever get tired of that way, you should try it like this. It's constructive criticism is completely different than just a blatant criticism.
exactly. Exactly. And then like being made to feel dumb, like you're very quickly not going to be my friend or anyone I want to be around. You made me feel dumb. You talk
Yeah.
to me like I was a kid, you know? And it's just it's not worth it. And then
No.
people that critique your physical appearance, ooh, that'll immediately make you my enemy.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Well, and to enlighten the situation and the topic, what's a celebrity you cannot stand?
Timothy Chalamet.
That was quick. You didn't even have to think about that one.
Nope.
Why don't you like him?
I like Dune 1. I did. Dune 2. What the butt fuck?
Oh, I loved both Dunes.
I
I
didn't
just
like the
don't.
second one.
I just don't like that him and what's her face from Stranger Things look alike.
Zendaya.
No, Stranger Things. The chick from Stranger Things. They look alike. I just don't like that. I think my least
Oh,
favorite.
Millie Bobby Brown?
No, the older sister. They look alike. Here,
Oh,
let me insert the picture right here. I'm gonna insert it, and y'all tell me if they look like. And if you tell me they don't, then you're blind. You are
hold on.
so
Sorry, I'm
blind.
trying to plug my phone in.
Okay, My least favorite. I don't like the celebrities because I just can't stand them. Let me see. There's a lot of celebrities I don't like. Obviously, the whole world does not like Diddy.
Diddy?
I can't stand Drake.
I don't think anyone can.
I don't know what it is, but I cannot stand him. I can't. I just can't. I don't think I can stand DJ Khaled either. But it's like,
DJ Khaled! The
but
remix! Sorry.
specifically Drake. There's something about him that I just can't stand. It's like he grew up. He makes music now for a bunch. Like he's super super famous, but I feel like he forgot his time when he was in Degrassi.
I
That
never saw that, so I can't attest for anything.
really that part of his life does not apparently exist anymore. The fact that he got pew pewed and he was paralyzed and for the show. Like that whole part of his life of being an actor in a teen show on Nickelodeon doesn't exist.
Oh, it's probably because he did some questionable things that we just don't know about. Keep that in
Mm,
mind. We'll
period.
never know.
All right,
Hashtag Diddy. Hashtag the
it's your turn.
diddler. Hashtag baby oil. Sorry.
It's your turn.
It's my turn. If you had to get rid, do away with, basically, like, absolutely obliterate, not necessarily with bombs, but obliterate a state in America, what would it be? Which state?
Illinois.
The corn state?
Illinois.
You don't.
I learned today that they are apparently here. Listen, hear me out. I work retail and I strongly believe that of course after three write-ups the person should be fired. But I also feel like um if they are just not doing their freaking job, you write them up, you write them up and you fire them. You get freaking
Yes.
rid of them. Because as a manager, I am left to pick up any piece that they leave behind. And so I learned today that apparently Illinois is strictly against firing people, and I that made me not
Was
like
there any
them.
particular reason?
No, I didn't look into it. All I know, so I have to be careful what I say.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so that bothers me, but for my own personal reasons. So fuck Illinois. Sorry, Illinois people. I'm sure you're great, but
Mm-hmm.
fire people that can't do their job so that people that will do their job can get hired.
Mm, capitalize that every letter.
What about you?
Uh, I mean, if I think about it hard enough, oh my God. Fine, okay. Since this just happened, Alaska. Alaska needs to die. It's dark all the time. What the hell? I don't like it. It needs to go. It needs to go. I'm sorry. Y'all can move to this. Y'all can move further
Oh
this
my
way. Let's just
god.
get rid of it. The polar bears can move. They have Canada. They have Antarctica. They have the North Pole. Get rid of them. Get rid of them.
Okay. So I think this one kind of goes along with it. If you could create a holiday, what would it be? And how would people celebrate it? You're creating a holiday.
I'm creating a holiday.
And how
It's
would people
going to
celebrate
be
it?
based in um March because there's no holidays in March. I feel like there's not enough holidays in March. And it's going to be called um oh damn. I'm going blank. Give me an idea. Give me an idea. You got any? You got any? It's based in March.
Frog Day.
Frog?
Cat Day.
No, frog, I love it. Frog. Oh yeah, frog. Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. It's Frog Day. March
Frog Day.
76th.
How would
March
people
76th. Frog Day.
how would people celebrate Frog Day?
You go catch a frog. Are you dumb? Like it's
So it's like an
common
Olympics. It's like
sense.
the Olympics. It's like the Olympics,
No,
and
there's no
people
Olympics. Anyone
no
can do it. No one's excluded.
no, but it's like how many frogs can you catch?
There's not a limit.
Oh shit. My holiday would be in, English Bulldog Day, and
You
we're
celebrate
all
wrinkly old fucks?
yeah, we're all of the English Bulldog owners. If you're English Bulldog owners, raise your hands. Brings their dogs to. It's like a massive play date everywhere. Like you know how like Pride celebrates in multiple cities? It's like
Oh.
that. It's like it's like that, but it's English Bulldog. That's how people celebrate. They just get together and they throw English Bulldog parades. They wear flags with on them. Okay, it's your turn. Your turn.
I need more.
It's your turn.
Fine. Okay.
Brave.
Hmm. Hold on.
Look at your cardboard.
I am. What's the first thing that pops into your head when you think of us? Oh no. I don't like that you're making that face.
Hobby Lobby.
Oh. I don't even want to tell the story. People are gonna think it's or ha ha.
We went into Hobby Lobby and it was with her mom and her twin sister. Shout out Cassidy. Shout out Mama Coker. And we were just I think it was it was for Halloween. Her mom came and picked me up from school and we were gonna hang out for the day, but we were also gonna like in light of Halloween, I guess, Halloween story.
And
Um
live.
I guess this will also go with my question because I was going to ask favorite Halloween memory. So my favorite Halloween memory is this Halloween day. We went to we went to Hobby Lobby and I don't really know for what, but me and Carly went for one purpose and one purpose only and to fuck around. She
Mhm.
disappeared on us. And I have a picture somewhere, so when I find it, I'm going to insert it somewhere. She like lifted her hoodie up and mind you, she only wore one hoodie to school. Like only one hoodie and it was always a gray hoodie. And she lifted it up a little bit. She put the styrofoam head, y'all know what I'm talking about. And she found us in another aisle. I laughed so hard that I fell to the floor and almost peed my pants in the middle of the Hobby Lobby. And her mom was so embarrassed and we didn't get in trouble, but she was like, I can't take y'all anywhere. And Cassidy's laughing. Man, was that a hoot of a day? Because then we went home later
Was
on
that
and
quite a dozy?
it
That was a
was. It
dozy.
was. And if you remember on our way back home, we saw somebody getting arrested at the gas station.
I don't remember. I
Oh, yeah.
disclosure.
Yep, nope. And then we went home and I got dressed in my Halloween costume and I was supposed to just be a cute little what was I? Scarecrow. I was supposed to be just a little cute scarecrow. And To be fair, Carly, I don't even remember what
To
you
be
were,
fair,
but you had blood all over you.
I was like a zombie from The Walking Dead, I think.
I can't remember. All I know is when we went out to that driveway, we scared a bunch of children. But I
You were
want
the
you,
calming resident. I was not.
I was a scarecrow that had her throat slit.
Remember, I love that.
I was completely covered in blood. All right. So you answer your question, but also at the same time, after you answer your question, answer my question of favorite funny or favorite Halloween memory. Because I answered your question and one of my questions at the same time.
Okay, favorite Halloween memory is
No, wait,
whenever
start with your word. Start with your word. A word. What's the first word you think of when you think of us?
the first word I think of whenever I think of us is insanity. And I don't take that lightly. And I don't mean it cringily either. I mean it sincerely.
We have problems. We have severe problems.
And I mean it as in on Halloween, in the spirit of freaking Halloween again.
We're
When
insane.
we were, I think it was like 10th grade, ninth or 10th grade. It was the first Halloween we spent together again.
Hmm.
It ties into the same thing. But we had gone inside after passing out candy and we were watching a movie. And it was the Green Mile. We were watching the
Yes.
Green freaking Mile. And my mom was sitting in the recliner. Me and you were laying on the couch cuddling.
Hmm.
Just, friendship
Well,
cuddling. Everyone friendship cuddles.
you were sitting on the like the edge of the couch, like on the arm, and you had your I had my head in your lap.
Mm-hmm. You were like right here.
Yeah.
But either way, someone walks in and they are very upset with the fact that I have a female on my lap as I am a female. I'm a girl.
And she was just like, and her mom didn't have any problems with it, but she was just caressing my hair. She was like petting
I
me.
was I was loving on you as a friend. We both like getting like you just like how you like getting your little head scratches and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You just like having affection. And that's
Now, I
okay with
will
me.
say that has always been a thing with me and Carly. If you remember us back in private school, I would like break my arm and put it behind me, and she would caress my hand because it would
Mm-hmm.
it would help me focus in school better, and it would help me just it would just help me focus. And she's such a good friend, so she would do it for me, and it was never weird. Nobody ever questioned us on it. Now, I remember one of the classes we were in, the teacher didn't like it. She would tell us, keep your hands to yourself. I think it was Miss T, our science teacher,
Oh yeah.
and she
Ah!
would she would she would always tell us to keep our hands to ourselves. And it wasn't anything weird. It was just that affection, that friend friendship affection. But I do remember that. But because I technically asked the question, you ask yours. You ask another one, or do you want me to ask another one?
I thought I did ask mine.
I
I
know, and then
asked
I
the what
asked mine
pops in.
inside of yours. Do you want me?
Oh,
Do you want me
okay.
to ask another one?
No, it's my turn. If you had to pick one of your previous jobs for the rest of your life, like you can't quit, you can't get fired. One of the
Okay.
jobs you've already worked before.
Okay.
Give a brief description of what it would be and why you picked it.
I'll say it. I'd say Spencer's, but it would have to be completely different management.
Okay.
That would be my condition. Is I don't mind going back to Spencer's. I just do not want to work under the same management, and I want to pick my own team.
Understandable. No, not even questionable. Understandable.
Yeah, I just I like the environment. I like the product we sell. I have knowledge on the product we sell. And the customers were never the hardest part. It was always um the the company itself and the staff.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all it was. I enjoyed my DOR. And if you don't work retail and you don't know what DOR is, I enjoyed the section that I had to work on all the time. I liked planogram. I enjoyed it, and I still do. Still working in retail, enjoy planogram. Um, so definitely Spencer's. Just again, different staff. But what
Mm-hmm.
about you?
Um, I worked at Petco for a long time, and I want to go back. Yeah, I know it sucks, but if I could pick that for life, I would pick that and I would just suck it up kind of thing because I miss it and I regret so many things.
Compared to what you're doing now?
Oh, yes.
I feel that.
Oh, yes. And I think most people, if they have my current job, the ones that know, they also agree with me.
Yeah.
And I'm not speaking for them, I'm assuming.
No, but I've been in your position and I would probably be doing the same. I was in your position in the same company and I it did exactly that. I left. I said peace out.
It's just
I couldn't take
it's
it
in
anymore.
this industry, in this job world right now, with the everything that's happening, it's so hard to find a new job that's actually paying enough.
Yeah, because most jobs are losing their money. Most companies are losing their money and they're investing in the wrong things, so they don't have enough money to put into payroll. Sucks.
Mm.
Okay, let's see. Here's a good one. What's the craziest conspiracy theory that you believed?
Bloody Mary, no questions.
That is that is so real.
It's real. That's not a
No,
conspiracy theory.
no. I'm saying like that's real. Like that's something that I probably believed too when I was younger, and I would be so scared to even be in the bathroom with the lights off after I learned about
Dude,
it.
I'm sitting in front of a mirror right now. I will test it. You ready?
Here no. Here's 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 one that I don't know if you experienced because I know you experienced trauma for social media, but I don't know how early you experienced trauma from social media because I know you were
We were in some
slightly
of the same
sheltered.
hit groups.
No, this is way before that. This is
Oh,
back when you were probably a little bit sheltered. On Kick, it is Kick though. There was these chain mails that would pop up on your requested chat. And for those that experience this, I'm so sorry you had to experience. But it was a chain mail that you would receive, and not even just on there, but on there. But there was chat rooms that you could join too, and get people's kick off of it or whatever. And honestly, as young as I was, I probably shouldn't have been on there, but it was like they would reach out. Oh, my name is Sally, and I died this date, and if you don't send this to 100 people,
oh my God, I remember those.
if you don't,
No, not right now. Okay.
if you don't send this to 100 people, whatever happened to me is gonna happen to you. And it would send you a link to such a graphic picture of like a little girl like deformed and stuff. And it was so traumatizing. And guess what I would do? Send it to 100 people.
You crazy.
I I was scared. I was terrified, and that was my conspiracy theory. I thought it was real. I thought those
I
chainmails were real.
I don't understand why.
I thought it was real. I was too young to understand that it was just somebody trying to scare little kids.
It
Go
worked.
for it. It did. It terrified the crap out of me. But we've already discussed Home of Pansy, so
How many questions are you through? I still have six.
I only have five. One, two, three, four, five. I have five. We're gonna
What
sign
are
off.
you gonna be for Halloween?
I'm gonna be Rosetta, and no, not Rosetta Stone. If you ask me that one more time, I'm gonna be Rosetta from Tinkerbell.
Rosetta Stone, aka elementary school language, aka Spanish.
Go jump off
Spanish.
of literally go jump off of a cliff. What are you gonna be for Halloween?
I'm probably gonna just I'm gonna do it better because I look like butt, but I'm gonna be a cat. But I'm gonna get a little tutu and I'm gonna be cute, some
Her,
fishnets.
her.
Meow!
Okay, 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 okay. Okay, that was a pretty good one. A really quick one. Thank you for ever asked that. Would you rather your fingers be
Uh,
1 inch long or your toes be 10 inches long?
who the fuck asked that?
I don't know, but
Oh,
you
they're
have problems.
anonymous? Oh, wait, you're right. They are anonymous. They are anonymous. I feel like 1 inch fingers I could work around. Because what the hell am I going to do with spatula feet?
Yeah, because then you, how would you be able to tie your shoes with 1 inch?
What shoes would I wear?
No, I guess you still could.
I feel like I would skip shoes and I would do some kind of like flex seal on the bottom of my feet.
Like fucking Flint Lockwood.
Yeah, but better. But better. I would be able to actually take it off. I'm not a dumbass.
I think I would rather have 1 inch fingers.
Yeah, me too, me too. Okay, so we both agree.
Yeah,
1 inch
we both
fingers.
agree. Okay, okay, okay. Your turn, your turn, your turn.
What's the craziest thing that happened? Okay, throughout eighth through I'm gonna say 12th grade because I did experience a little bit of what you experienced in senior year.
What was the
What's the
question again?
craziest thing that happened throughout school?
Can I say COVID? COVID.
I didn't, well, I guess I somewhat experienced it actually.
But what's the question? Something that we experienced while we both were at school together?
No, not together. The craziest thing that you experienced, because I was asked to ask you, kind of thing.
Uh, yeah, COVID, because it was middle junior year, and we were only supposed to be gone for a week while the school got deep cleaned, and we did not go back until senior year. But I didn't even get to go back. I had to do all my classes online because I had to move. I had to move an hour away. So COVID was the craziest thing that I had to experience during high school. And if not that, all the fights. Because if you went to the school that we went to, you know damn well there's a fight at least once a week.
Oh yeah, dude, my answer for that question was gonna be that group fight that happened. I think it
Oh,
was like sophomore year.
right in front of not the cap. It
The
wasn't the
cafeteria.
cafeteria. Was it
No,
the
it was.
cafeteria?
It was the cafeteria.
Yeah, right in front of
It was
A
all the
Hall.
girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was all the girls.
Oh my
And they
God,
were
that is
all fighting.
crazy.
And I went to go jump in and you grabbed me by my backpack.
No, there was another fight that happened outside, and if you remember, I had don't have permission to use her name, so we're gonna call her um Elizabeth. But there was a guy that had apparently put his hands on somebody, on a girl, on his girlfriend, and we all ran outside, and Elizabeth ran in front of me and handed me her shoes, and I was running out behind her with shoes in my hand, saying, "Oh, she about to whip your ass," as if I'm gonna use the shoes. And a lot of people got involved in that, and I don't think a fight ever actually happened, but everybody was about to like drill into him, and I think he moved schools. He got a lot of like death threats, and so the kid had to move schools because he was.
Well, I mean, understandable. Woman beaters need to die. Do not cut that.
I'm not, because I agree. Okay, did you already give your answer? Yeah, the group fight, that was
Yes.
crazy. The videos too, because wasn't there a teacher that got hurt?
Yeah, Mrs. R got
Yes,
punched in the, I'm gonna say the
that
thorax.
was like the back of the head.
No, I thought it was her ribs.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
Either way, okay, we heard different things, so it might not even be true.
No.
Um,
What made you make this podcast? I want to answer this really, really quick before you do. I wanted to make this podcast because I I enjoy talking and I enjoy being super influential to other people, but I knew that I couldn't do it on my own. And because I can't talk to myself, I talk to myself in private, but it's not like full on conversations. And I can't do it some like other people can. And I think giving people something to laugh, like get off work, had a really rough day. Oh, it's Friday. Too dumb and cute. Just released a podcast episode. I get to go laugh now while I eat my snacks in peace. Or,
Or while I
you
take my
know,
shower, while I take my makeup off.
I just put the kids to bed. I finally get to go lay down and rest and watch the Too Dumb and Cute podcast. Like, I want people to have something, have our podcast to be able to fall back on for mental health. And I want them to feel heard, like some of our life experiences that we've experienced together and that we talk about on the podcast and on the episodes,
Well,
for them to feel
I
like
feel
they're
like
not
less
alone.
I feel like less our podcast, more our relationship.
Yeah, that for good friendships do exist, and ours are one of them. And I would, now that we are one episode deep, I don't think I could see myself doing this with literally anybody else. Like y'all don't see
I
a lot of the
agree.
behind the scenes, like some of the things we cut out that I'll probably eventually turn into compilations for y'all to be able to see.
Oh,
Um,
oh,
uh, uh, um, but we have just a really good friendship. I've never had to worry about Carly going behind my back and doing something that, that would hurt my feelings. She's never made me feel guilty about something. She's never, told me. It's always been a very good relationship. And again, we've had one wedge, maybe two, that lasted a few weeks. But we are two friends that don't have to see each other every day to know that we love each other and that regardless of any situation, we're there for each other. I love her family just as much as she loves mine. Cassie, if you're hearing this, I love you just as much as if you were my own sister. And Mama Coker, I love you just as much as you were my own mom. So I could not see myself doing this with anybody else now that we are one episode deep. And I cannot wait for y'all to see the growth that we have as people, as friends. And we can't wait to see the growth that you guys have just watching our podcast. So that is why
hmm
I made this podcast. But my question to you, Carly, is like, like why did
oh,
you why did you decide to say yes to me when I asked you if you would do a podcast with me?
I'm gonna be entirely honest. I have nothing better to do, and I want to further our friendship. I don't want to lose connection with you, and I felt like we did go through a period of where I was losing points of. I would go through a few weeks at a time where I just wouldn't speak to you, and I don't want to lose that again. So this is gonna help me not reconnect, more keep connected.
Yeah, I agree.
I
I
don't want
think
to lose you.
we'll create more memories with this podcast because I know for these past few years, we've missed out on a lot of memories that we could have been making. And I don't mean to be sad about it, but I had a really big change in my life and you had a really big change in your life, and it separated us distance wise. And we haven't, it's expensive to literally go anywhere, like just even 10 miles down the
Mm-hmm.
road. So it's not easy to see each other all the time. So this podcast was something that I would hope would drive us closer and be able to see each other more often. Because if y'all didn't know, this virtual thing isn't going to be an always. We want to
Mm-mm.
be able to record in-person episodes in a cute little room with cute little mics and be able to put on an entire show for you guys. Even live eventually. Eventually, we would love for to be able to have a live audience and be able to stream it. So yeah, I'm so excited. Anyway,
Me
next
too.
question.
Is
We
it your
only have
turn
a
or
few
mine?
more. It's yours. We only have a few more.
What's your favorite thing that we've experienced together? Like outings, whatever it is.
I'm gonna get sentimental, Carly. You better not cry on me.
Oh God.
When you got sent away and your mom invited me to come and pick you up wherever you went, and you at first didn't know, but then we had to use me as an incentive for you, and I was so happy to have you back, and I was so excited not have to see you through a Zoom call ever again. And that experience, the experience of you being gone is not what I would like cherish for life. But getting to see you again and that first hug after not seeing you for months was so awesome. And getting to talk to you pretty much once a week, every week was great, but I miss I miss being around you and being close to you, and my dad was really excited about me going, and um that whole experience was sad, but I got to be there for you.
You
And
got to see the new me firsthand.
I was very proud of you, of how far you had gotten and how much you had uh I want to say changed, but you still had a lot to learn, but you made it through that entire journey, and being able to pick you up and see what it did to you, but see how happier it made you getting to experience it was um I was just really, really proud of you. So getting to experience that pride again would be nice.
I
I
love
don't
you,
think
Wiener.
I don't think I had ever been prouder of anybody in my entire life. So
Stop it. I don't
your
want to cry.
turn. Your turn.
No, it's your turn, asswipe. I just said my question.
You didn't answer it. What's your
Oh,
favorite experience?
whenever we were rehearsing for your, I think was it your Sweet 16 or your 15?
My Sweet 16.
And we were dancing in your driveway.
Oh my God. Hold on. Yes. I have the
I have the
video.
video and I will never forget it. It is my favorite thing in the world. When I'm having
Please.
a bad day, I watch it.
Please send me the video so I can put it somewhere, so I
I
can play
will.
it
I
for
have it
everybody.
favorited. I will send it to you after we're done filming.
My heart. That was such a wholesome video. And friends, for all of my Hispanic friends, please don't make fun of us. If
Oh,
you
I'm
know
not
and you
Hispanic.
were there,
Wait.
you literally, so please don't judge us. But if you were there and you experienced it, if you know, you know. Anyway, so I have two more questions. I'm gonna save one of them for the very last. I think I only have two more questions. Yeah, I only have two questions. How soon is too soon to tell someone you love them?
Anything before.
I'd say
I'm
a
not gonna go
fucking
time
day.
wise. I'm gonna go date wise.
Like on dates?
Well, no, false, false, false. I changed my mind. I say it's too soon if you haven't seen them experience a hard time.
Yeah,
That's when it's too soon.
I agree and I don't agree. I think that there is no time limit. I think that when it doesn't feel forced, then you say it. If it does not feel like you have to say it because you're in a relationship with them, you're not forced to say it because you had intercourse with them. Like, it shouldn't be forced. It should just be naturally said because you both wanted to say it, not because you're in a relationship and because you went on a few dates and now you just, oh, well, traditionally this is the part in the relationship where I tell you I love you. And I had to learn that with the
Mhm.
relationship I'm in now. And the day we said I love you was like, it was so much better than saying I love you day one. But it
It's
was the first time.
magical.
It was a few months before we said I love you. I don't even know if you knew that, but it was several months.
Oh yeah, you told me.
Yeah. Okay. How many questions do you have?
One. One.
Oh, okay. Okay, you go. And then I have one.
Okay. Let me see. Oh my God, I lost it. Hold on. It's blended in. I scribbled kind of bad. Okay, this one's kind of silly. Why is it taking a dump? Whenever you don't take it, you leave it.
What did you just ask me?
Why do you take a dump? Whenever you don't take your dump, you leave your dump. Like you don't take it out of the toilet.
I don't know if I want
Just-
to answer that one. Who the fuck asked that?
It was a natural born thought.
I guess so, because whoever asked that had to have been on some sort of something. Well, um,
Call the cops! Call the cops!
ah,
Call them now! Call
ah,
them now!
ah, ah.
Police raid! FBI! FBI! Hands up! In the air!
Anyway, um, yeah, no, can't answer that one. I don't have an answer for you. I'm just gonna start taking my shit, I guess.
In a bag, like a Walmart bag, Walgreens, CVS, or like just like a little basic trash bag, like a Glade.
My purse. I was carried around with me. Because how dare somebody ask this question
Oh no.
and not know the answer to it?
Ask me.
Who would you vote for?
Kalana or Tarp?
Let me redo that. Who would you vote for? Kamala or Trump? Why do you have to think about this so hard?
Because I don't want either.
Well then who are you voting for?
Patrick,
Patrick who?
Pat, Patrick Star, Patrick Star, Patrick
What
Star, the
yeah,
pink,
well, guess
pink
what? Guess
cone
what?
head.
Guess what?
Oh my God!
Guess what?
What?
I'm voting for Pat. No, I'm not.
I was about to
I'm
say, good on you. Let's get together. Let's rally.
I'm voting for SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh,
And what do you and yeah, but like he he knows what he's talking about and he knows what he's going to do for this country. He's going to make it better because you know how he's going to make better. He's going to get rid of driver's license for those who can't take driver's lessons and can't pass. And you know what else he's going to do? He's going to put more Krusty Krabs in Bikini Bottom and in the other cities in the ocean. He wants to populate them because they literally make the best burgers.
oh, okay. So your points are he's gonna have an on the road purge, or he's gonna fatten everyone up until we all have heart attacks.
Okay, but here's another
Yeah,
one.
vote for SpongeBob.
At least he doesn't think that mayonnaise is an instrument. And at
Never
least
said that.
he literally doesn't live in a rock.
Never said that. Uh, what? What? Can you give me a second? Can you listen? Who said that?
He literally he literally said it himself. At the Super Bowl, the SpongeBob Super Bowl, he said his mayonnaise is an instrument. Squidward literally asked him at the debate. And Patrick literally said mayonnaise an instrument. And he thought mayonnaise
Get
was
your,
an instrument.
get your facts straight. He only asked that because he lubed himself up so much with mayonnaise that he was able to squeeze into a trumpet. Get your facts straight. Mayonnaise is the instrument.
And what about chocolate? You know what? Here's another good point. And and Patrick claims that SpongeBob like was rude to an old man, but he in fact was selling chocolate for youth, for troubled youth.
You don't know gender because that little squiggle in that wheelchair, that green wheelchair with the brown wheels, that little brown squiggle was a woman.
Are you assuming gender?
I'm not assuming gender. You said man first.
Hey, for whoever asked that question, we don't talk about politics here. We are all fun and games and happy family. We all support each other in any decision we made. Um, we
Oh.
just, we love we love everybody's point of view. Your point of view is valid regardless, but we don't talk about those point of views here. We talk about literally everything else but politics and religion. We don't want to talk about that.
Hey, hey, oh, oh, politics, politics, politics. No. Okay.
I would just like to say that wasn't scripted. She just came up with that on her own. Everybody, give a round of applause for Carly.
Yeah, clap them asses.
All right. With this being the end of the episode, again, this is our first episode of Spooky October
Oh
and
God.
our last episode of Spooky October until next year.
We didn't get started soon enough. Oopsie.
We wanted to make y'all wait and be excited. But now that it's here, we really hope you enjoyed the episode and we cannot wait to see you again next Friday. If you are seeing this, it is October 30th. We will see you again next Friday. So definitely keep your calendars, keep an eye on it.
What day is that?
I don't know. They'll figure it out. You got it. But this was the Too Dumb and Cute podcast where you can never be too dumb.
But you can always be too cute.
Mwah, we love you guys.
Bye, 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 bye.